There is something wrong with the Constitutional Court. And when we say that, some fools are going to say we are attacking the judiciary. We are not. There is a gross incompetence at the highest level of the judiciary, starting with the incompetent acting Chief Justice, Zondo. Zondo has put us in this mess. Why did Zondo take Zuma to Constitutional Court? Why didn't he take him to Magistrate Court or High Court? Okay, why did he have to go to court in any way? Because that is a commission. If Zuma doesn't want to appear and there are allegations against Zuma, leave him and then rule against him. Take the vision that you have and say, I accept this vision. It's true Zuma did the following things. Because I gave him chance to come and clarify this matters, he refused. You proceed and rule against that person. No, he doesn't. What does he do? He goes and wants to demonstrate that he's got more masculine power than Zuma, the masculinity. Bankrishetana Makwafa at the expense of South Africa. Zondo. Zondo does not qualify to be our Chief Justice. Is the most incompetent person who has plugged this country into a crisis. He has single-handedly did that. He knew the implications of what he was doing. Now he goes to the Constitutional Court on agent basis. The Constitutional Court gives him agency and takes 4 months. 4 months to make a ruling on agency. And then they still say in their judgment, proudly so, agency is granted. Agency granted after 4 months. When we grew up as laymen, we were taught that agency in court means life and death. It means this matter is so urgent, we can even wake up a judge to adjudicate this matter in his dining room at home. Today, agency takes 4 months. And no one wants to say anything? Because we are scared that one day when we are in court, these judges might have an attitude against us and send us to jail even when we are not wrong. Let them do it. Let them do it. Let them send us to jail. Our conscience will be clear that they are sending us to jail not because we are wrong, but because they've got a political score to. We are not going to be scared to talk about incompetent judges of the Constitutional Court who take 4 months to resolve an agent matter. There are rules in court, of the rules of the High Court, which say no matter must, a normal matter on the roll, once heard, it must not take more than 3 months to be adjudicated. Not more than 3 months. They tell this to High Court. I'm a member of the JSC. Every time a judge appears before the JSC, we ask them, how many matters did they go beyond 3 months? Once he says 3, 4 matters went beyond 3 months, we go, oh, no. You are not the type of a judge we want. But we have the Constitutional Court judges taking 4 months to decide an agent matter. And we are told we must keep quiet because judges are bigger than the Constitution. Judges are human beings. If they're incompetent, they're incompetent. When we are incompetent, judges tell us we're incompetent. Why can't we tell them they're incompetent? Who are they? Are they bigger than God? We cannot give judges a status bigger than God's status. It must come to an end. That's why they behave in a manner they are doing. Because they know no one will criticize them. They are scared. Everybody's scared of them. No. 4 months. Then Dali makes a rescinding application. He submits that, Floyd, on Friday. They respond on Saturday. That's how an efficient court must operate. They respond on Saturday and say, we want you to file everything by Monday. The lawyers do all manner of things. By Monday, Tuesday, they are done submitting everything. The matter is heard. It's now more than a month. More than a month after they asked lawyers to do everything within weekend. They have a right to tell lawyers to do everything within 1 weekend. But no one has got a right to tell them what to do. A month. On a matter that they've given us an impression, all of us South Africa, that, no, this one is not even agent. It's something else. It's tsunami. Saturday, Monday, this must come in, this must be heard, all of that. Within less than a week, everything is done. They must go. After making everybody run around, they must go and take more than a month. And when they do that, they keep Zuma in jail. They don't say, since we have granted this rescinding application, let the man go home until we have made a determination. What's going to happen when they come back and say, we were wrong to say Zuma must go to jail without trial? What's going to happen? Because the man is already in jail. What's going to happen? Because in the issuing of the directives of that rescinding application, one of the directives should have been, release the man until we have made up our mind. That is Zuma. I'm saying these fools are going to say we support Zuma. I'm speaking on a matter of principle here. The IEC says there is this matter, is very urgent. We join the court and say the matter is urgent, therefore the Monday registration of candidates must be postponed. That Monday has passed. What is that judgment for? Why can't Zondo take that judgment and go and give it to his grandchildren to play with it? It's no longer relevant. We paid a lot of money to get an advocate to go and argue before a court for the Monday to be postponed. That Monday has passed without a judgment. Without a judgment. We have registered candidates. We have had to work abnormal hours, thanks to committed ground forces of the EFF and the leadership of the EFF, who sacrificed everything within a week to get all candidates. It might not be a perfect outcome, but it was done. Zondo must give, and that constitutional court, they must take that judgment of registration of candidates to be postponed and give it to their grandchildren to play with it. What are you going to do with it? They should have told us there and there. Imagine DP if we trusted this constitutional court like we ordinarily should be trusting them. Imagine we said, all right, guys, let's wait until the constitutional court has made a ruling because they can see this matter is urgent, is closing on Monday. Even when they see a matter is closing on Monday, they still don't give a ruling. And then we must respect them. We must respect people who don't do their work. They don't do their work. Someone must tell them. Someone must tell them. So, and I've taken that decision to be that person who's going to tell them. I don't care whether they like me or not. I'm not in a business of being liked. I'm in a business of telling the truth. If they want to hate me for telling the truth, so be it. I don't care. I've no relationship with incompetent people. Whether you are a judge or not, if you are incompetent, you are incompetent. We're telling you nicely. Monday, this thing is closing. You still think you've got a luxury of taking whatever time. But if it was them, having given a directive that this matter must be done by Monday, and you don't do it, now you are disrespecting the Constitutional Court. But the Constitutional Court has got a responsibility to respect South Africans and to respect the applicant before them. They never bothered to ask the question, EFF Council, what's going to happen if we don't give you a judgment before Monday? They never bothered. It's done. What was the point of going to them? What was the point of giving them such respect? What was the point of trusting them with the future of South Africa? When they can just sit there, whether there's a closing date or not, they don't care. Yet, we said to them, these matters are urgent.